You can't claim you're sovereign and then claim rights under the Constitution. That's not how it works. No, that is.
Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. In this episode, we're dealing with a Moorish American sovereign citizen who flatly refuses to acknowledge the name listed on the court docket. In a stunning display of misplaced confidence, his actions only succeed in keeping his already active warrants alive and well. Rather than helping himself, he manages to make his legal situation even worse. On top of that, the court is handling not one but two trials today. It's shaping up to be a busy and revealing session. So with that said, let's jump right in and get started.
I'm good, thank you. What's your name, sir?
If I can help you.
I'm Williams L.
Yes, Your Honor, but the defendant is identified in the docket as Michael Williams. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, that's the name they're calling me, but I'm Williams L.
I understand.
Michael Williams. Okay.
No,
Mr.
I'm not
Williams,
Michael Williams, Your Honor.
Okay.
I am Williams
Okay.
L.
Well, Mr. L, that's bad news for you, because you are not listed as the attorney of record for Michael Williams. Legally speaking, that means you have no authority to represent him in this matter. This kind of maneuver is a familiar and often laughable strategy used by sovereign citizens in court. They assume that by refusing to acknowledge the name on the docket, they can somehow avoid responsibility altogether. In their minds, no name means no case. Of course, the courts don't work that way at all. Instead of helping, this tactic usually makes their situation worse.
I have to call you what's on the documents that I have present for me in court today. We can either handle it that way, or you don't have to handle it, and then it just will be like you didn't show up to court today.
No,
So
Your
either
Honor,
way,
I'm just
but I
letting
have
you
to
know
call
who I. Your Honor, I'm just letting you know who I am.
Okay.
I am Williams
That's fine.
L. I am not Michael Williams. They kept calling me Michael Williams. I told them who I was. I am a sovereign, Moorish American. I'm not a United States citizen, Negro, Black, or color, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me tell you, Mr. Williams, this is the last time I'm gonna say it. This is all I have for you. If you don't want to handle it under that name today, then I have to act as if you aren't present, and so that's fine. But I
You
have
say
to
what?
call
Hold
you
on.
that document, okay?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that, Your
I
Honor?
said, if we can't handle those matters and those tickets that's on that case under that name, then that's fine. But it's going to be as if you didn't appear for court today because I have.
Ma'am, I'm here today, ma'am.
Right. So I'm just saying when
Williams
I call
And that is exactly what the court explained to you. Williams L. is not the individual facing charges in this case. The person on trial is Michael Williams, a member of what can only be described as the window-licking clan. So the question remains whether that individual is actually present in the courtroom today. If he is, the court would like to know. More importantly, does he intend to acknowledge the proceedings? And does he plan on participating in his own trial or continue this pointless charade?
So that's fine. When I call it on the record, I'm going to have to call it on the record as the name on the ticket, just so you know, okay?
Okay, and I'm going to let you know that I'm Williams L. Okay, I'm cool
That's
with
fine.
that, and I'm letting you know who I am. I'm a
Okay.
Moorish American.
Okay. Did you want to offer? Okay. Did you want to offer for it or no? Are you going to try and have? I need to kind of know where you're going. Are you going to want a trial? Are you going to try and want to?
No, I do not agree. I do not agree to none of this. I'm sovereign.
Okay. So if you're not going to participate, we're just going to act like you're not here today, and I'm going to go ahead and.
I am here today, ma'am. You seeing me right here? That's on record.
Listen, just because you show up doesn't mean that you're here. You have to participate. Okay.
Ma'am, I am a sovereign. I'm letting you know who I am.
Listen,
I'm participating. I do not agree.
Mr. Williams, that's fine. But if you don't participate.
Honestly, Your Honor, calling him a sovereign doesn't do him any favors either. If anything, it only weakens his position and makes his arguments sound outdated and poorly thought out. Instead of adding credibility, the label just highlights how detached his claims are from reality. The court isn't persuaded by buzzwords or fringe titles. What matters here are facts, law, and accountability. Unfortunately for him, none of that improves by leaning into this rhetoric. If anything, it just makes the situation more embarrassing than effective.
That's violating a constitutional right, ma'am.
So do you want an offer or not? That's my question.
Do I want a what?
An offer to the tickets or not?
Do I want to? I can't understand. You said, do I want to offer?
Do you want an offer? Do you want to try and resolve this today as far as?
Yes, I do want to resolve it. I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen. So you can, I'm not going to
I'm speaking for myself. I have no attorney, so I'm speaking for myself. I asked for this case to be dismissed. You're violating my constitutional right.
How do you have constitutional rights if you're not a citizen?
I'm not a United States citizen.
So how are you entitled to constitutional rights of citizens?
It was only a matter of time before someone voiced what many people are already thinking. To be clear, basic human rights apply to everyone, including non-citizens, especially when it comes to judicial proceedings. Those fundamental protections are guaranteed and should not be ignored. However, beyond those core human rights, additional privileges are not automatically granted. Legal benefits and civic rights come with lawful status and responsibility. They are protections, not entitlements. Those advantages are reserved for individuals who respect the system and the country they are in.
Uphold to the sovereign, sir. You can't. I'm not United States citizen. I'm not Negro, black, or color. You're not under I'm not under your jurisdiction.
I understand, but my question to you is, if you want to rely on your constitutional rights, how do you have constitutional rights if you're denying your citizenship?
Yeah, because I'm an American. I'm a national.
I get
I'm
it,
a Moorish American. I'm not United States citizen corporate. I'm a Moorish American. I'm an American national.
Okay, but you're still present in this jurisdiction, right?
I just asked for this case to be dismissed off.
And she has already made it clear that the answer is no. If you intend to represent yourself and challenge the court's jurisdiction, then you need to actually take part in the proceedings. Simply refusing to engage does not advance your argument in any way. The court has given you the opportunity to be heard. That opportunity requires your participation, not silence or deflection. If you want to make your case, this is the time to do it. Otherwise, the trial will move forward without you.
Right.
What am I doing here?
He can represent himself. Don't worry about it.
I can speak for myself.
All right.
I'm speaking for myself. Y'all violating my rights as a sovereign.
Now calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams. This is ticket number SP 1212334. Count 1, used loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, please state your name for the...
Let's see if he manages to get it right this time. Confidence is low, to say the least. Past behavior doesn't exactly inspire hope for improvement. Experience tells us he'll likely miss the point again. Expectations are firmly grounded in reality. Skepticism is well earned here. So yes, doubt is very much warranted.
All right. Sir,
I don't have a name.
Yeah, he's definitely making a strong case for the most clueless move of the year. Every decision seems worse than the last, with no sign of self-awareness. It's almost impressive how consistently he misses the mark. Logic takes a back seat while confidence stays oddly high. Watching it unfold feels like a lesson in what not to do. The outcome is predictable, yet still painful to witness. Some titles are earned the hard way, and he's doing just that.
The date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Do you want to participate in these proceedings?
Yes, I'm here on special appearance. I'm just letting you know who I am.
All right. So how would you like to move forward with this matter, sir?
I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
All right. That motion has been denied. How would you like to move forward on these matters?
I just told you what I would like it, so I don't know. I'm just here on special
It's been denied, so you can either participate.
Simply showing up isn't enough. You actually have to engage in the process. Participation is required, not optional. This is exactly why representing yourself is a bad idea, because a qualified attorney would know precisely how to handle this moment. Instead, confusion takes the lead while the case moves forward anyway. Confidence without knowledge doesn't get you very far in a courtroom. But no doubt Mr. Ree believes he'll sort it all out sooner or later. After all, he did spend the night outside a Holiday Inn Express, so he must feel prepared.
No, I just denied, so we can keep going on with proceedings. I am Williams L. I'm not a United States citizen. I'm not Negro, black, or color. I'm not Christian.
All right, Mr. Williams, Williams L., it appears to the court as I'm making a record that he does not want to participate in these proceedings.
I told you I
like
wanted to
dismiss
participate.
these
I'm just
matters.
letting you know who I am. I told you for the record.
All right, he would like to not participate in these proceedings. He has told me that he is the person known as Williams L. and not the person on these tickets, so he is not appearing on behalf of this person. This person has not made themselves available to the court today as an arraignment on the bench warrant, so these matters will stay in warrant status. Thank you so much. That concludes this hearing. Have a good day, Mr. William L.
Well, that's certainly one way to handle someone who refuses to engage. If you don't want to participate, fine, the warrants remain exactly where they are. The court isn't going to chase cooperation from anyone. To be fair, he did manage to show up at the courthouse the following day. He chose to face the judge directly, without any buffer or backup. That decision didn't change much, though. The outcome was entirely predictable. And yes, it went about as badly as anyone would have expected.
I'm going to call the case as is,
Okay.
and then I'll refer to you as Williams L. if you would like, okay? Now calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams, also known as Williams L. This is ticket number SP 12123334. Count 1, use loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. And count 3 is no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Williams L.
Okay. And is there another name that you have?
That's not my name.
And exactly who bestowed that impressive title upon you? Some imaginary authority with a box of crayons? It's hard to tell where this confidence is coming from. Titles don't magically appear just because someone claims them. Declaring yourself something doesn't make it so. The court recognizes credentials, not fantasies. This whole performance feels more childish than convincing. Let's move past the make-believe and back to reality.
You don't have a name at all?
No,
All right.
not Christian.
All right. It's my understanding that you don't want to have an attorney, sir. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, you know you have the right to have an attorney. These matters are misdemeanor matters, and you have the right to have an attorney on these matters, sir. And it's my understanding, no attorney, okay? So let me advise you of your rights. In these particular matters, the court can, since they are misdemeanors, do either, I think, 90 days on one of these and up to 93 days in jail, or a maximum fine of $500. These are all misdemeanors, so that's the maximum penalty that can be given in any of these matters. You have a right to have a trial, a bench, or a jury trial in any of these matters. A bench trial is a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. A jury trial is a trial with 6 members of the city of Detroit who will come in here and hear the same information and make a decision based on that. These are your rights that you have right now. You also have a right to have a pretrial. What that does is that gives you time to think about any offer that may be given to you. At this point in time, there has been an offer extended to you that if you are willing to plead to the no insurance misdemeanor, it will be reduced to an improper plate. I set the fine that goes with that. You have a right to, you can also move for a motion. If you know how to file those, you can file a motion as well. So what's your pleasure at this time, sir?
Wait a second. Did you really just say you aren't subject to any statutes? You know what? Forget it, let him represent himself. This should be entertaining, if nothing else. I genuinely love to hear his explanation of all the Michigan statutes, especially the part where none of them supposedly apply to him. The confidence is impressive, even if the logic is non-existent. This courtroom is about to turn into a crash course in imaginary law. Sit back, because this lesson should be something special.
Detroit, any road in the state of Michigan, you now avail yourselves, whether you wanted to or not, to the laws and states and regulations that are governing us. So you may not have wanted to, but you did. So these are your options at this point in time. If you choose not to, if you were traveling, if you were driving, it's all the same.
I wasn't driving. I was never.
So if you were just in the vehicle as a passenger.
I was parked, and they was harassing.
You sure you don't want an attorney?
I'm under common law. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority. I'm a sovereign.
So what option would you like today? Of those that I gave you, sir. You can have.
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I can't Because I do not
Okay.
consent. I can't. I
So
can't
here's
consent.
what's gonna happen. So I want to make sure you have all the options. You can't consent to anything. So that means that you don't want to participate in the process. So it's just gonna go back into warrant status because you have to pick one of the options. Yes.
Ma'am,
it
I'm a
is.
sovereign.
And you were in the city of Detroit on a street in a vehicle. And I understand what you just said. That's why I said,
Right.
did you want counsel?
I'm not a
Because
United
counsel-
States citizen.
Okay. All right.
Nobody have improved jurisdiction, Your Honor. I'm a Moor. Nobody have improved jurisdiction. I'm under common law. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm under common law.
That's okay. And that's
Supreme
fine.
Court case,
That's your-
Supreme Court case, Self versus Ray. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm on common law. And if there was a crime committed, can you please show me the injured party? Or I ask for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction.
I deny the motion for the case to be dismissed, so you have these options, or else it's just gonna remain in
And
warrant.
I'm under duress because you forcing me saying you're gonna put a warrant out for my
It's
arrest.
already out there.
But
The
that's
warrant hasn't
violating
been
my
removed.
13th Amendment. You can't enslave me unless a crime has been committed.
So you
You
can't.
can't violate my
Okay,
constitutional
let me
rights.
finish talking. You can't claim you're sovereign and then claim rights under the Constitution. That's not how it works. No, that is not how it works.
Ma'am, I'm not a United States citizen. I have a nationality.
Okay, so that means that
You have to go by
either the laws all apply or none of them apply.
the laws do apply. What do you have a liability? Do you have a bond? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? I would like to see that.
Yes, I was gonna say I did do that, but I don't have to show you any of that because I wasn't the arresting party. I'm just here
I'm
to
saying,
make
do
sure
you have a
that-
liability? Do you have a bond?
Listen, I'm not gonna argue with you, Mr.
I'm not arguing.
Williams L.
I'm under law.
Mr. Williams L. Those are your options. If you don't want any of those options, it's gonna remain in warrant
You're
status.
forcing me.
Nothing
You
I
can't
can
do that.
Okay.
You can't do that, man.
Okay.
You can't go against Constitution.
Okay,
You
Mr.
took an oath.
Williams L.
You swore an oath to
I did.
follow the Constitution.
I did.
That's why I need your liability bond. Do you have a liability bond?
No.
You don't have a liability bond.
Oh, is that so? Your refusal to participate is exactly what landed you in this mess. This situation didn't happen by accident. It's the direct result of your own choices. Had you simply acknowledged your name and allowed the public defender to do his job from the start, things would look very different right now. You likely would have resolved this already. Instead, you chose theatrics over cooperation. Now here you are, standing in court again, and your warrant remains firmly in place because of it.
If you don't want any of those options, then your only other option is that I have to leave it in warrant status.
I do not consent. I'm here. What warrant? That I didn't show up?
That you didn't want to choose one of these things.
I don't have to. You can't force me to do that, Your Honor.
You're right.
You can't
All right.
force me. You can't put a warrant out. I would like to talk to somebody, a chief judge. You're violating my
You can
constitutional
go up to
rights.
the fifth floor and make a complaint.
That's because you're violating my constitutional rights.
All right.
And I'm going to ask the sheriff for your liability bond.
Okay.
Hey, I don't want to do that. I just
Okay,
asked
you
for
can
the case
ask
to be
him, go
dismissed.
ahead and ask the sheriff for my liability bond, it's fine.
You took an oath to swear to the Constitution. You took an oath. I'm under common law.
Okay.
I'm not under statutes or regulations.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Did you get all that, Miss Sandy? Okay, fantastic. All right, that concludes this hearing. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
Negro, black, or color for the record.
Okay, he said he's not black or color for the record either, okay?
No, I'm Moorish American. I'm a Moor. Sorry.
Moorish American and
Yeah, message received, loud and clear. And after that last remark, the record can safely note just how misguided he really is. Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video. Willie L, yes, the L speaks for itself, has another court appearance coming up in about a month. You already know I'll be there to cover every moment of it. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If it wasn't your thing, feel free to drop a dislike. Either way, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next.